Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to the channel. Happy birthday, November 22nd, Sagittarius souls, the beginner of the season. This is the first day for Sagittarius season. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Any and all is welcome here today. Maybe check your birth chart, see the significance of where Sagittarius is in your chart. Also check Jupiter, as Jupiter does rule Sagittarius in the 9th house. And Jupiter is all about expansion, abundance, joy, success, even religion. Sagittarius are actually quite spiritual beings. You're very mutable. You can change and you have flexibility. You can change with the season in order to prepare for the next. Adaptable. You know how to communicate. Very resourceful. So as this candle blows out here, allow yourself to put energy into this that you're ready to release and let go of. So anything that any habit, addiction, a way, an issue that's going on, maybe a challenge that you're facing at this time, put this into this candle as it blows out. This is the end of the Scorpio season candle. So also Scorpios, you are on the cusp, okay? So this could be very much in tune for you as well. They're telling me to move forward because you already understand this, so we're going to move forward. Thank you, Spirit. Archangel Michael is here present, protecting the space for us. You're welcome to call in any of your own ancestors at this time or spirit guides to help with you in this process of understanding, gaining the knowledge and support that you're seeking at this time. I was guided in preparation for your reading to pull down the amethyst. The very first thing they said, before I could even get the complete sentence out, of asking if there are any crystals, because sometimes there are not crystals that Spirit provides for us. But today it was not only the amethyst, amber is what they first said. Amber, 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 amber. So being that it is your birthday, perhaps you will treat yourself to a piece of amber, a new piece if you already have one, or getting familiar and used to the piece that you already have. Maybe you've had it for a while. Oftentimes I hear from my clients, they've had the crystal for a long time, but it just sits there. They forget about it. So you're being asked to actually be proactive with it. Take action with the crystal that you have. Try to feel your feeling when you hold it. What does it bring? What are you feeling when you hold it? When I hold it, I immediately received angel bumps up my arms and down. It's at my thighs, down my knees, and going down my shin now, down to my feet. This is a very grounding stone. It offers grounding and brings grounding to you. So at this time, I believe some of you could use this, or at least that's what Spirit is saying. So feel free to drop a comment below if you've recently bought amber and this is already resonating for you. Being that it's your birthday, you're definitely going through some change, okay? This is a given already. 11/22, that's your birthday. That is your birthday, and it is a master number. Ones are of the individual self, and everything is divisible by 1. 2s is when you bring another person into it. This brings in duality, polarity, opposites, 2 sides of the same coin, night and day, things of this nature. There is a great shift that for some of you recently happened with the new moon in Scorpio. For others, this is a great shift that's coming for you in 2026 because you have completely embodied 2025's snake, serpent, letting go energy. Your wisdom has increased, as well as your groundedness, being grounded. And for someone here, this amber is making a lot of sense for you now because you are grounding yourself in another way. There are many ways to ground yourself. Some will tell you food is a way to ground yourself. I would be a little bit more specific on what types of food. Maybe not just eat a bunch of different food. There are certain foods. I do believe dark chocolate is a very grounding food to eat. It is also good for your heart. So make sure you're really checking that out. All right, so the great shift. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. This brought a lot of joy, energy into the reading. I'm not sure if you can hear my smile, but it's there. Personal growth, spiritual development, a lot of intuition, new to your intuition, but yet you're ready to continue manifesting your goals, having oneness and connection, completion as well. Are you feeling this energy? This is a card I was guided to pull out for you. However, I do pull an angel number every week. And so if you want to check back the short video, I do it every moon day. Speaking of moons, the moon is still waxing crescent in Sagittarius today. So you may find Sagittarius oversees our organs like the liver, hips, thighs, and sacrum. So pay extra attention to yourself if you're having any kind of feelings there at this time. Hack the breath. Hack the breath is something that is coming in for you regarding rest and balance. I'm not sure why rest and balance came in, but it did. I wasn't sure if it was the insight and curiosity, but rest and balance is what Spirit helped me decide for you today, okay? One reason the breath plays such a central role in meditation is that it is always available, so you don't need any special conditions to use it. Perhaps just as important is that it can be a mirror for how you're feeling. If you are stressed or tense, your breath reflects that by becoming short. If you are relaxed, your breath is longer. Take advantage of that mirror relationship by intentionally making your breath long and slow, even if you're not feeling particularly relaxed, and see what happens. Okay, this is calling on me to ask to do a simple exercise I do with my in-person tarot reading clients. And hacking the breath. I hope you got that in. It just dissipated. As you see that smoke rise, know that whatever you put into this candle that you were ready to release and let go of has vanished. The flame has taken this away, okay? And we're going to replace this empty hole with the color red, a red birthday candle. This is also stating that it is definitely necessary for you to be grounded. That's coming up again, being grounded, staying grounded. For those on their new spiritually awakened path, the spiritually developed path that you've became on. Red also signifies the root chakra. So you may start astral traveling or feeling like you're in a different dimension at times, and time can really be gone from you. You may not understand the concept of time. Thank you, Spirit. Could have really diminished from your world briefly while you're in that state. If you feel this and you start to be aware and notice it, go ahead and grab that amber to help bring you back to earth, okay? Because that's part of this process. And red, wearing the color red, will help as well. Hack the breath. The way we're going to do this right now is we're going to take maybe 30 seconds and we're going to take a cleansing breath. We'll close our eyes. Take a deep white angelic, visualize white angelic light going into your nostrils with your breath and it going all the way up to your crown chakra. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Angelic white light, hold it at the top of your crown. Allow it to do some cleansing up there. And slowly exhale, feeling that breath go down your spine, behind your mind's eye, your throat, your heart, your belly, your knees, and out the bottom of your feet. And with it, it's taken anything you're ready to release. Anything that you may have put into the candle here before that you felt was still lingering. Anything that you're wanting to start releasing, allow yourself to feel and see. Maybe the color changes for you. But there is something about doing this that really helps just get centered back into the space, back into your energy is what Spirit says. Okay. Now, mentally strong people overcome setbacks with confidence because adversity only makes them better. Well, if this isn't a Sagittarius card, I really don't know what is. This shows and proves, Sagittarius, you are mentally strong. You're very intelligent, adventurous. Sometimes you can be reckless. That's kind of the spontaneity part about you. But you're very fun, a fun energy to be around. Optimistic, a curious cat for sure. Yeah, let's pull some cards and see what Spirit has for you regarding this breath work. So far, we're going to move your candle over here for a moment. It's still trying to get situated. I kind of squeezed it in there with the other one a bit. Okay, and now they're asking me to cut the deck. So cut your losses is what they just followed up with. Cut your losses in something. The great shift, you had to cut your losses in order to move, in order to make that transition. Yes, you did. Cut your losses. We cut the cards, and now we're going to pick 2. And we're actually leaving it at 2, given the 2s here. There are so many 2s. 1 + 1 = 2, and then it's all like 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's a lot of blue too, and I'm feeling this means your self-expression. What the great shift is you starting to express yourself the way that you want and who you want, the way you've always wanted to, but have held back due to lack of confidence or the personal growth. Maybe it was the way you felt connection was because of your upbringing, the way you were raised and taught as a child, what love is, what it means to be able to be yourself. Perhaps back for a long time, peer pressure was a big part of your life, but now you're standing more solid in your own. We have the Page of Cups and tapping into your inner child. Joy, finding authentic, true joy. Hacking the breath helps release that stagnant energy. Being mentally strong. And look, we even have confidence here. Mentally strong people overcome setbacks with confidence. And confidence was yesterday's inner child reading, inner child confidence. If you'd like to check that reading out, I encourage it because it is very close to this date. And we did just have that big, huge new moon. Did it feel big to you? It was a big one for me. Of course, I have a Scorpio moon. Any other Scorpio moons out there that, quite possibly maybe walked outside in their yard and stared at the moon at 1 or 3 o'clock in the morning? It's possible. Maybe you did too. If you did, we are kindred spirits and guided by the moon for sure. Starting to step into your emotional state of joy, the true, authentic, not a surface level joy, not a joy that was created with others, but by others too, not by your own true. Your energy was a little bit there, a little bit. But this is this is the energy of someone who, for the most part, would dim their light and make themselves small in order for others to shine, because others around them were insecure. And instead of them working with their insecurity, they would just finger point and blame you for that and project it onto you. And so this can also create that false sense of that imposter syndrome of falsely being that way. Yet again, it can also create it diminishing. I mean, how much of yourself do you let go? But this year, actually, you are strong enough. You have overcome this state. You have had the great shift. The veil has been lifted for you to see how the world truly is versus what you are taught. And now you're stepping into authentic, true, inner joy, love, learning, emotional maturity. Yes, through the heartbreak, through the heartache, through the loss, through the great shift that has happened for you, your personal growth. And you're dropping the ego, the mind chatter, the external influences that are, again, still pointing fingers instead of asking themselves, what was my part in this role? How did I attract this energy? Because that is something you do, and you are wise enough to know that not everyone does. And even though you're still in this inner child, reaching your level of who you are, I mean, you have to be strong mentally and emotionally to work through this type of energy. You're letting go of this is happening this year. This will not carry over into 2026, provided you do follow some of the guidance that's been given here. Remember, we started this whole conversation with actions. It's one thing to give yourself time to understand and find the pieces of the puzzle that help you and fit for you, and meditate with the crystal or rock or stone. It's a completely another to grab your own, get your own, find the one that you have, hack the breath, focus on the positive changes, knowing that you become more resilient through adversity, and understanding that not only did others break your heart around you, but you were included with that, which is why your inner child potentially suffered and hid away for so long. I do inner child readings every day, and I'd encourage you to also check that out. Just wanted to pull another one of these cards to see. Spirit, what can you tell us regarding this? You really want to show up, don't you? Okay. Ah, here we go. That King of Pentacles energy is coming in. Yeah, know who you are. That I heard that literally from this card. From the King of Pentacles looking. Know who you are. Know what the coin that he's holding means. Understand what abundance means. Wholeness. Wholeness isn't through $1 million. Wholeness is not that at all. You understand this and you know this. Deep, deep down, you will find it. They're telling me. That's what they're saying. Also, they want me to point out that this is Influence of the Angels deck. They did choose this today. Sometimes I choose, sometimes they choose, sometimes it's a collaboration. They chose this deck today. So, yeah, moving from stepping into a very stable career, becoming a leader, a masculine leader. You could be a farmer, someone working in finance, perhaps a doctor, a physician. This could be your energy. This could be someone else's too. This could be someone else that you look up to. Perhaps your father. Remember to breathe. This definitely could be your heartbreak. As you look to through the heartbreak to the King of Pentacles energy. Grief is a part of our life. You know this to be true. This even feels like you're holding in this, right in the heartache and the grief and the loss. It's like you're holding fire up to your heart. It's like you're holding fire there. To burn away the pain that you've held on to for much longer, since you were a child. This could have something to do with your own father, with a masculine role model you had in your life, whether it's a father, an older brother, a cousin, a college professor, a friend, someone in your community. There's someone that you've looked up to because they've always carried themselves very well. They care about the world. They show it. Yet they also have a strong business skills and mindset about them. What do we have for the last? Hedgehog. Be a magnet for light, love, and joy. The hedgehog is coming in with a lot of heart and belly. I mean, this is also feeling the inner child here. If you have belly sensitivity, this has everything to do with your inner child. I highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel and check out the inner child readings. Call upon Archangel Michael. I said Michael, so some of you must need protection. Make sure you cleanse your energy, then protect your energy by calling upon Archangel Michael to do so. This card, in order to be a magnet for light, love, and joy, and to call in the hedgehog spirit, call upon Archangel Gabriel to help you with this. If you have a pet hedgehog or have seen one, then you can visualize that hedgehog. And you can know, if you do see a hedgehog, that this energy is yours and you do have it. And you are a magnet for light, love, and joy already. So it would be an affirmation for you at that time. Wow, there is a lot of new, a new wave of love for yourself coming through. That's very peaceful, a peaceful feeling that I receive for you. So hang in there and know that you will not always be grieving, just like you will not always be in a joyful or happy state. You're not always ever going to be in a constant grieving state, even if it feels like it. There will still be moments that break that up for you. There has to be, or yet it can create delusion to an extreme extent. You know this. This is why you're going back, working with your inner child. Feel free to check out that reading too. We're going to go ahead and snuff out your candle, make your wish, set your intention. And one last download that I'm going to share uh, before I cut it off is they're saying through the grief is when your growth happens, this personal growth that you've been asking for. This is something that you've actually been asking for, although it feels and seems wrong or bad. It is not. You are going to understand this more with the more that you enhance your own spiritual development, your path. Remember, one foot in front of the other. You got this, all right? On the count of 3, we're going to snuff your candle out. Set those intentions. Make that wish. Draw that law of attraction in. Cast your spell. Say your prayer. Whatever it is that you feel comfortable with doing, they are all essentially the same thing. Asking a higher power for some assistance. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. As the smoke rises, may your dreams and your wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.